observed walking hand in hand. And I'm sorry that you had to see that.
What the hell are you? You're just talking with your pants down?
Yeah, we were just talking.
How the hell does that?
From Cheater's surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
It's just like he's just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't take the lies.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we got it right now. They're heading south.
I'm tired of the excuses.
This is something that I've got to know.
They're together right now. There they are. Let's go.
What's up, homie? Who are you, homie?
Did you do this to me? Stop! Ow! Stop!
Man, you better get right with God.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Welcome, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cheaters. Please meet Dave Hauser, a man in search of the truth behind his girlfriend's activities. Determined to discover the motives behind his girlfriend's secrecy, Dave entrusts the detectives at Cheaters to look into the matter.
Dave Hauser, age 29, a printing company manager worried that his girlfriend seeks attention outside of their relationship.
My idea of love is having that trust, that honesty in a relationship, having that companionship and intimacy. You know, where you just work all day and the only thing you can really think about is the girl you're with. And I really feel that I reached that point with Amanda. It kind of hit me out of the blue one day, but you know, it's like you wake up and all you can think about or care about is the person you're with. Actually, I'm extremely committed to her, and I would like to think that she's pretty much committed to me. However, there's been some things in our relationship that have kind of led me to believe otherwise. I've had several suspicions, including a while back she lied to me, and upon lying to me, I actually confronted her on it. I was extremely confident that she was lying, but even to this day, she still denies it, and that just really doesn't sit too well with me. To me, the main source of tension happens to be the fact that I have a tendency to work quite a bit, and lately when I've been coming home, she's usually there, which kind of leads me to believe that she's not actually at work. So that kind of puts a little bit of tension in our relationship. This is something that I've got to know. I mean, I've made a lot of concessions for this girl. You know, I let her move into my apartment. I take care of a dog that I don't like. I can't stand it. But I mean, at this point, I just got to know the truth. I got to know.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Amanda Ramsey, age 23, a tanning salon clerk who is dodging the intimate needs of her boyfriend while catching the eye of another man. Investigation Day 3. Cheaters investigators continue their research at headquarters while field crews focus all attention on the residence that Dave shares with his girlfriend. As an unidentified vehicle pulls up to the front entrance, suspect Amanda Ramsey emerges from the couple's domicile with her dog in tow. She enters the automobile and the unknown driver takes off down the street to a nearby shopping mall. Accompanied by an unidentified gentleman, suspect Ramsey takes her pooch for a walk through the parking lot. The male companion displays his proficiency on a skateboard, while suspect Ramsey takes a few photos to remember the impressive performance. A short while later, the couple adjourns to a nearby restaurant, where suspect Ramsey's companion treats her to a tasty Chicago-style hot dog. After the meal, suspect Ramsey informs her companion that it's time to get back to her place. Upon arrival, the unknown man grabs a large duffel bag from his vehicle and leads the suspect into the home she shares with complainant Hauser. All is silent for some time. After a lovely day spent with suspect Ramsey, the companion finally departs the building. Investigation Day 4. Cheaters agents anticipate further activity at suspect Ramsey's residence. They decide to lie low for any sign of movement. After hours of inactivity, inspectors note a familiar-looking vehicle approaching from out of nowhere. The sedan stops near the front entrance, and out pops suspect Ramsey's companion, now identified as Steve Kelvins. He heads inside, only to return a short time later with his loyal girlfriend by his side. The two get into his vehicle and proceed to a nearby coffee joint. Suspect Ramsey and her escort disappear inside for a short time until the duo is spotted walking out, foaming lattes in hand. They find a comfortable little nook on the patio and bask in the midday sun. Later, Cheaters investigators follow companion Kelvins and Ms. Ramsey back to her apartment. Suspect Ramsey is comfortable with the belief that complainant Hauser will work late as usual. But what suspect Ramsey doesn't know is that her boyfriend has installed 2 hidden cameras in the apartment to help detectives gain an upper hand in the case. Companion Kelvin seems pleased as suspect Ramsey hops into his lap for a little horseplay. But what happens next is no game. Kelvin yanks her trousers off and the two engage in some explicit activities. The second camera then captures suspect Ramsey posing for a few pictures taken by her new lover. Cheaters detectives call it a day after companion Kelvins leaves the complex. Investigation Day 7. Cheaters agents pick up the trail of suspect Ramsey just as companion Kelvins drops by her place. She hops into his car, and cheaters pursue the two for several miles to a local grocery store. Suspect Ramsey strolls the aisles with companion Kelvins, perhaps in search of the perfect ingredients for a romantic evening. After making their selections, the two lovers proceed back to companion Kelvins' vehicle, where the suspect demonstrates her desire to get behind the wheel. Suspect Ramsey demonstrates how to perjure the truth in this recorded phone call with her boyfriend.
Hello.
Hey, babe, what are you doing?
Sitting here getting ready for work.
What do you do all day?
Got some medicine. They got school. Pretty much sat here and rested. What do you care?
Thinking about maybe cutting out a little bit early. Possibly you'll come in and kind of meet up back at our place.
I gotta go to work though.
Either way, I'll be home about 9, 10.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye, Fred.
Cheaters investigators have sufficient evidence to close the case and notify complainant Hauser of the results. Coming up, the confrontation.
With infidelity clearly established, Cheaters approaches Dave with the deleterious evidence. Ready to put an end to his suspicions, Dave steps forward to make a move in the right direction.
Dave, thanks for being here tonight. I know you've been waiting a long time to get a response to your inquiry. Dave, our detectives have compiled some information that I think may provide you with some of the answers to your questions.
Okay.
Are you ready to take a look at that?
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
As the investigation starts, a detective was placed outside of your home. A car was observed driving up. As they parked, Amanda comes down and gets in the car. They were followed to an area of shops. After a while, a gentleman is out, evidently showing off his proficiency with a skateboard. But as they walk away together, they are observed walking hand in hand. From that point, they get back into the car, head back to your place. This gentleman was observed taking a duffel bag or some type of knapsack. As they enter, they're again walking arm in arm after spending quite some time inside. And as you can see, when he leaves, he is in a change of clothes. On this day, he picks her up, and they proceed to a coffee shop. As they're spending some time out on the patio, you can see that their body language and their behavior, you know, is more intimate than what we've seen before. From that point, Dave, they're again followed back to your home. After the first incident, where we did observe them going inside, that's what led us to have you place the surveillance equipment inside. And luckily we did, because we have an indication of what's really been going on when you're at work.
Oh my God.
Words just don't describe that kind of behavior. And I'm sorry that you had to see that. I'm sorry that you had to be exposed to this in this manner. Dave, the reason that we had you come here tonight, she's again with this gentleman. Would you like to find out what she's up to?
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be good.
Let me check with the detective right now. Yeah, it's Joey. We just finished up the second interview. What are we looking at? They're at a park, just kind of hanging out at the park, walking around, spending some time sitting on benches and stuff. Okay, all right. We're headed in your direction right now. Let's go. They're about maybe a quarter of a mile straight ahead. The street kind of goes right into the park. We've got operatives that are on site. Okay, they're still in the car. Yeah, what you got? All right, guys, let's go. All right, we're staying on. On the right-hand side. We're looking on the right-hand side. That's them? Okay. All right. Block the back end of this car. Block the back end. Okay, someone's getting out. Okay. Come out on the side there. Yeah. Who's that? That's him. Amanda? Let her get your clothes on. Get your clothes.
What are you doing?
What?
What the hell are you? You're just talking with your pants down?
Yeah, we were just talking.
How the hell does that happen?
Coming up, the conclusion.
We were just talking.
How the hell does that happen?
He's just a friend. I just met him. We're just talking.
Okay, you've got all your clothes off practically in the back of a cheap car, and you're just talking? Where did he go?
What are we talking about?
We're just talking. We're just friends.
I'll
Just
deal with
friends?
you later.
Yeah.
He has never been to your house.
No, he's never been in my house.
He's never been to your house?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You in there, man? In there?
Amanda, look, you know,
He's just a friend. That's all he is. I mean,
and you don't sleep with him at all? You never had sex with him?
no.
Why don't you come out, man? Come on, dude, come out.
Oh, great.
No, stop.
Hey,
Get
guys.
off of him. No. No, what are you doing?
You don't even know me, man. Yeah, it's out of control, man.
Leave him alone.
Is this over for you?
I guess so. What he said.
Well, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want out of this?
I don't know what I want.
Give me happy.
Get off of him. Get off of him. Stop. Get off of him. Get off of him.
Let's get on him anyway.
Was this a setup or what? Where are my keys? I'm out of here, man.
He's doing out. He's doing them.
They're somewhere over there, man. Good luck. No, touch.
Hey, Orlandis, stay with me. Stay in between him and me. I don't want any of that on me. Talk to us for a second, all right? Just give us your side, because we want to know. They were in a relationship for 2 years. Did you know about that?
No, I knew she was maybe with some dude, but, you know, she said she was saving up to move out. I don't know. I mean, You would have done the same thing, right?
Well, I don't know about that. Now, what are your intentions with her?
I don't have any intentions with her anymore. Forget about that. That's for sure.
I mean, you know, all I can really say is I just want you to know that I really did love you, and I do love you. I cared about you greatly, and I just perhaps went about things the wrong way, and didn't really show my affection the way I guess I could have. And you know, I guess when you really look at it, maybe I probably could have spent a lot more time with you.
I mean, you're saying, you know,
Well,
you do love me, you do care about me, but this is something we got to try to work on. So you're trying to say you want to stay with me and work this out, or?
Well, I don't necessarily want to make any type of decision at the moment. You know, but you know, within the next few weeks or whatever, I think if we, you know, maybe spend some time apart, maybe kind of, you know, ease back into things, just kind of see what happens.
With the confrontation behind him, Dave forgoes any judgment while rationalizing all angles. At the conclusion of this presentation, Cheaters discloses what he ultimately decides to do. But now, Cheaters presents Daisy Durante. Daisy relives the torturous incident she endured on Cheaters.
Daisy Durante, age 26. Daisy discusses the root of her uncivil behavior during the confrontation with her former lover.
When we first arrived at the bar, I knew that we were going to go catch Chris and that girl. And when I walked in and I saw them, I was so upset, and I didn't want to cause a scene, but I wanted to let him know that I was very upset, and I wanted him to choose, you know, right then and there, if he wanted me or her.
What are you doing? You said you were going to be at your brother. I'm your girlfriend. Who's your girlfriend? Who's your girlfriend? What the hell is right here? Come on.
My feelings during the encounter that we had were mostly anger, but a lot of it was also pain. I was very upset, and I was yelling and screaming and cussing, and I was so hurt inside because I couldn't believe that he would do that to me.
You want to go with this?
I'd like to thank Cheaters for helping me. They made a great difference in my life, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have who I have now, and I wouldn't be as happy as I am now. And I encourage anyone who has any doubts about the relationship to call Cheaters.
Dave Hauser is surprisingly calm when discussing the details of his case. He mentions that Amanda was somewhat justified in her actions due to his lack of attention to her many necessities. Despite the severity of the circumstances, Dave wants to give the relationship another try. Dave explains to Cheaters' producers that he could never live with himself without giving Amanda a second chance. Amanda Ramsey is reluctant to admit any fault, saying that Dave needs to own up to being an inattentive boyfriend. At the risk of offending men in general, Ms. Ramsey suggests that infidelity is the ultimate tool to regain control of a neglectful spouse. She declares that all women should cheat on their significant others if specific needs are not being met. Cheaters' producers, on the other hand, wholeheartedly disagree with her misguided theory and suggest that couples in despair seek immediate counseling. For his part, Steve Kelvins denies that his relationship with Ms. Ramsey was anything more than just a fling. Steve admits that he satisfies her in ways most men can't, and says that she will undoubtedly be back for more.